And he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Bobcats headed quickly to the line. To the air. It's McLeod. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And here comes the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. So the ULM Warhawks offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Here comes the offense on first down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Caught over the middle. It's Davis. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. After moving the sticks with the pass, here we are on first down. He wants to throw. Forced out of the pocket. Kept it, and he's got enough space. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Warhawks!
He doesn't need anything to be open. He just makes it happen himself. Hey, I'm going to call a pass. I want to throw the ball down the field. Oh, it's not open? Okay, I'm just going to pull it down, make it happen, take it to the house. What a scramble by the quarterback.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Brought down at the 27. It's a 5-yard pickup on the play. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Louisiana Monroe has the edge. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. And the Bobcats will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollack.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
To the air on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out it's hard to limit the...
Touchdown, UL Monroe! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Back to pass, it's McLeod. He's got his man. Still on his feet at the 45. Running toward the tape. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back.
Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Bobcats are threatening on 1st and goal.
Let's go. Set.
Looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Well, the offense has tried to throw the football twice now in goal-to-go situations. They haven't come up with anything positive. You know the windows get a lot smaller down here. This is going to be a very tough play on 3rd down trying to generate a touchdown.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. He caught it! And he's forced out of bounds just short of the goal line. They'll stop him at the 1. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
From the gun. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
Man, that stings. You go all the way down the field. You get a 4th and goal situation, and the offense comes up small. The defense gets the sack. No points for you.
Escapes the sack. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Off the play fake. On the run, still looking. At the 20, he's got space. And he has vexed his defense with the scrambles. Another 1st down and yet another big gain. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Coming after him. He's going to take off. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense. They'll immediately call timeout. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Now they're going to throw it. Showing the arm strength to the left. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Bobcats will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half.
Set to kick it off.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. They opened this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the 2nd half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Crosses the 30, he's got to lay it. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He got it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Warhawks. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Wants to throw. It's McLeod. A little screen to the running back. On the move at the 30. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Sparks. At the 40, there he goes. Got a lot of running room. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
How nice is it as a quarterback you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Loses 2. Brings up second and goal.
Time has expired here in the quarter, and Louisiana Monroe has the edge. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
0.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. On second down, wants to throw it. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
It's now third and goal.
On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a...
And that pass intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Ball spotted at the 18. It is 2nd and 3. Trying to get to him. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
I just love the effort by the defense on this play. We're late in the game. It's in the fourth quarter. Guys are tired, and they're not able to get to the QB right away, but they continue pursuing him, and they're able to get to him outside of the pocket. Nice job.
Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. The Warhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to...
Touchdown, UL Monroe! And the stomping has commenced. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money, he's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Anderson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Well, it has been a brutal day for this offense. In fact, David, they have put the O into offense, as in 0.
So bad. I like what you did there. I mean, it's been terrible. Nothing's worked, Palmer, all day. You got a little bit of time here left. Maybe try to do something and try to get on the board.
Yeah, at this point, I mean, they might not win the game, guys, but I think if you're the coaching staff, you just want to see something positive happen here at the end that you can at least build on for the next time you take the field.
A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, you know, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been... Welcome to Tallahassee, Florida, and Doak Campbell Stadium, home to some great Heisman Trophy winners, legendary coaches, and today the Seminole Award chant will be rocking this place. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the UL Monroe Warhawks, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Warhawks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but Decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Seminoles offense will take the first swing of the game. And all eyes will be on this man because he is electrifying every time he touches the ball.
I mean, so much fun to watch. Can hit home runs, can make big plays. Everything in this offense starts with that grown man.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And that's going to be the challenge for this offense tonight, is holding up against this pass rush. They are one of the best defenses in the entire nation because of their ability to get pressure on the quarterback. They're going to have to do a much better job tonight protecting their guy, or they've got no shot.
Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets two. He's down at the 21. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. They'll run the screen. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Seminoles will punt it away on fourth down. He'll try to really get into this one. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. And the returner will be brought down. The Warhawks offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And here he is, guys. Anytime he takes the field, he is in complete control of this offense.
And David, he gives defensive coordinators nightmares because of his ability. They're going to have a hard time slowing him down.
No, he just doesn't have those weaknesses, those flaws, the whole playbook available, and he is a dude.
It's just incredible. You see the arm talent in that last throw. The quarterback position is the hardest position to play in team sports. The fact that this guy is right out of high school
and they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They're trying to get to him, getting some heat. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd...
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
On third and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the fourth down.
Makes the catch. He's got enough. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And, man, this guy's shown you the whole gamut, the whole arsenal. Like, he can run, he can throw, he can handle the moment, he can handle pressure. I'm interested to see how he finishes this season. He's already in the top 10 in total touchdowns, rushing and passing. Had a phenomenal year. Now is the time late in the season when you can go win those individual awards.
And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Davis. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Fans are bringing the noise on first and goal. The Sweet Feet buy a little time. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Warhawks! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Looking to pass. It's Uiagalelei. Throws to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe. And how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have have offensively, you saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a real...
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Trying to find his man on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. No fear from this freshman quarterback as he picks up the first down himself.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
He'll send out 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 4. Still running at the 40. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Warhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. Oh, what a move. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He wants it all. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, UL Monroe.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Just 9 seconds to go in the half. Let's see if they try to get another one. The give is to Williams. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Man, it should come as no surprise. We have ourselves a fun matchup in Tallahassee.
The Seminoles will line up to kick off and start the second half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking left. Got his man. Touchdown, Warhawks. Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
Number 6.
When you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Cal has had almost no answers today, and when they've had them, That other sideline has changed the questions. A puzzling performance in Berkeley. They're trailing by 14 to Syracuse. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll line up for a second down play. Running back searching for a hole. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
Quickly to the tight end. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. And the Noles will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He'll try to do it himself. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Picks up 9. Brings up 2nd down.
He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught close to the marker, it's Smith. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on 1st down. He turns that loose down the right side. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And what a way to end the quarter for this defense, forcing the big turnover. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Louisiana Monroe has the edge. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Back to throw, it's Uiagalelei. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Quarterback had everything he wanted there. He knew pre-snap exactly where he was going. Of course he was going to be going towards his primary target. He just can't hook up for the completion.
Pocket starts to collapse. And they got him for the sack. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Ready to fire from the pistol. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He'll pull it down and run. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
They're bringing heat. And the quarterback is snowed under. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to scramble. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, UL Monroe. make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
And what can you say about this offense in this game? It hasn't always been pretty all season long, yet they've continually found ways to win each and every week. But today, in a day where they had to light the scoreboard up because the opposing offense came to play, their offense got it done. And as a result, they stay undefeated.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page.
And down he goes back into 3. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
Third down coming up.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
He'll bring it back. It's Green. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Off-play action on 1st down. Shoots it to the left. A strike downfield. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. One more play to pad the stats. They'll throw it on 1st down. He rifles one deep down the right side. Timeout is called with just a single second left.
Timeout, ULM.
And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. Looking to the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Final score, ULM 30, Florida State 7.
Glad to have you with us in Jonesboro, Arkansas. Centennial Bank Stadium, home to the Red Wolves of Arkansas State, and fans have been fired up for this one all day. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see the number 16 team in the country, the UL Monroe Warhawks, taking on another team from the Sun Belt, the Arkansas State Red Wolves. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So ULM offense takes the field to start this game off. And here comes the big fella, a staple of this aerial attack, Jesse.
And he's a guy they can line up all over the field, David. There's matchups out there waiting to be taken advantage of.
Yeah, and it's so nice to be able to do that. It makes it...
Just steamrolling the defense. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Warhawks!
If you want to make a statement in a football game, that's how you do it. On your first offensive snap, you go 75 yards and score a touchdown. They have shown up. They are ready to go. Everybody, I think, in shock in the stadium right now.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Red Wolves offense has the ball for the first time. First down for this offense. He's looking to throw it. Wasting no time taking a shot. Oh, picked off. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Quarterback sacks is a trend that this offense would like to put it into pretty quick. Somehow they were able to win their last game out, even though they gave up 4 sacks in that one. That was a huge point of emphasis for this coaching staff. And here early in this one, first quarter, they've now already given up 1.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. He's looking to throw. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, ULM. They thought maybe they could contain him. They thought wrong.
They did, and don't call him a quarterback anymore. Just call these guys skill players. I mean, so fast, you can tell the angles just get chewed up. You think you got a chance to catch him. Tell you what, put that in your back pocket. Understand, that guy can fly. I gotta make sure I take the proper angles while I'm chasing him.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into the rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Back to pass, it's Rayner. Fires and picked off. He didn't get a lot on the return, but man, he set his offense up at the 30.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Boy, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. Fires left. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. Couldn't make the play last time. Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 30. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Feeling some heat. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to go up top on first down. Fires to the middle. Snags it. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Louisiana Monroe has the edge. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. And the Warhawks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Warhawks! This guy is so slippery, so elusive. He just vaporizes right in front of the defense.
It's crazy. You could play touch football in an elevator and lose to this guy. He's that kind of quick.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, and now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do it. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Wants to throw on 3rd. Quick strike complete. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. And the Red Wolves will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. On the return, it's Davis. He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. He'll start this drive firing. Gonna try to get it himself. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. Now on 1st down from the 43. Smashes through the tackle. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, UL Monroe. Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
This offense is high octane, boy. You just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bryant. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The give to the back. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat Jonesboro when that town is buzzing as it is today.
The Warhawks will kick it off to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Bryant. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. Huge deficit to start this 3rd quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this, because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
That really wasn't his best throw. I tell you what, you got to choose when you're going to zip it in there and sometimes put some air underneath it. He chose the wrong one, put a little too much air underneath it. Defensive player makes the nice pick.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Buys a little time. trying to escape and get it himself. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. And the Warhawks have it with a 1st and goal. Touchdown, Warhawks! And the pummeling has started.
Touchdown, ULM.
And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent, this one's over.
And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term. He's loose down the middle. The 20, past the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Arkansas State.
It's so challenging to stop the middle of the field passes deep down. You stretch me in these zones. I got to run with you in man. It's always a good idea to run those deep posts, and you could tell they saw it all the way. Receiver, quarterback on same page, gets the big touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Miami is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sebastian isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 8 over Wake Forest. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. This offense thrives on those big, explosive plays, and that one has them set up with a 1st and 10 from the 17. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. The snap sets up the throw. Coming after it. There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Louisiana Monroe has the edge. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Number 11.
And the offense takes control of this football game late. I tell you what, this offense doesn't wow you in every position. They've got some good players. They find a way to put drives together. They find a way to score. But this team is undefeated. This team is a force to be reckoned with, continuing to stay undefeated.
He thought about bringing that out for a half-second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt.
Off he goes! And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
And he's got it inside the 20. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Now from inside the red zone. Finds his big tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big throw. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Looking downfield, it's Rayner. Looking for the score. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off. Bulldozes him. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And that just kind of caps off this day. It's been a day with not a lot of rhythm, not a lot of timing, not a lot of guys on the same page, and they weren't right there, and the quarterback throws an INT, and this one is not looking good.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he's running in the open. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
ULM.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. We'll see if they can dig one up that goes forward this time on 2nd down from the 18. Got his man quickly.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. The Red Wolves will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Line gets set, 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Going up top on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hill. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. After this, it'll be a wrap. He's looking to throw. Trying to get touchdown, UL Monroe. And the route is on. You can see it on the sideline. They built a comfortable 4th quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0.
And what can you say about this offense in this game? All season long, they've done enough to win week in, week out. Hasn't always been pretty. They haven't always brought their A-plus game to the park. But they won a shootout today. Both offenses trading blows back and forth, and they were able to come out on top. And the offense, to me, is the reason they're still undefeated today.
No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end.